Senior citizens, happiness forever. A very good day to our elders out there. Welcome to another interesting edition of Senior Citizens Forum. As we all know, Senior Citizens Forum is a weekly TV program designed specifically for the elderly in Nigeria. The weekly program highlights the joy, the plight, and the total wellness of the older persons across Nigeria. This week, we shall take a look at the topic, preparing for a blissful old age.
Our retirees are the senior citizens.
Old age isn't an easy task. It's a period when one faces the reality of life. How can one get there? It's a gradual process which needs proper planning. From age 50, one needs to start thinking of what one wants to do after retiring at age 60. Whether as a government employee or private, one needs to plan for his or her old age.
As we are working, we have we have people, and we have this thing that once you are in service, that is you get the years you have to spend before you can say you want to retire. Because secondly, the age will also tell. You need to write a letter, a paper, that for retirement paper.
Should first of all make himself stress-free. Don't think about what you are going to do. If you don't give yourself stress, don't be stressed up. If you are not stressed up, you'll be able to think. Then, before then, plan ahead. What are you going to do after retirement? Are you going to go into farming? Or are you going to go into, what are you going to do after retirement? Don't just go without planning.
There'll be reduction in your activities. The way you are working before, you definitely become slower because the muscles, they won't be as active as when you were young. The brain won't be as smart as it was. Or hearing will be decreasing with age, and reasoning too. But so if we know that all these features will be affected by growing old, we should start making sure that we don't allow them to degenerate at a pace faster than what it should be.
They should plan well, save towards their retirement age, because when they retire, the money they will be collecting will be a tipex of what they're earning, and they need to spend a lot.
Yes, old age is a delicate issue. One needs to be strong, be bold, and be determined to withstand the challenges of becoming a senior citizen. One has to have a home that is owned by oneself. No matter the difficulties, try to build a house of your own, either in your village, your hometown, or your place of abode. It is an ideal thing that one must have a roof over his or herself. Also, one must provide for oneself a source of income that will assure one of steady income. The house you built can become a regular source of income. One can go into small-scale farming. Even within the compound of your house, your skill before your retirement can equally be another source of income for you. As an elder, you must not stay idle.
If muscles are not constantly being used, the joints are not being lubricated by the fluids between the joints, they become stiff. If the brain is not engaged in discussion, talking, doing mental sums and reading, most of the cells in the brain will start dying off too, and there will be degeneration in muscles, which I said is like wasting. And this is why you see older people without weight reduction. That is, you start taking medicine to reduce your weight, they degenerate because the muscles are getting wasted. The best thing is to move away from probably what you are doing when you are much younger to something else. Take up another something that excites you and keeps you busy.
Staying or not doing anything after retirement is always not good, because your body will not be able to adjust properly, and then you don't have to be idle. You must find something to do, even if it's ordinary walking around, playing with your children, playing with your grandchildren. Don't stay idle. Idleness is not good for somebody that is retired.
Staying idle after retirement is very dangerous. You need to be up and doing. You need to find something to do, like exercise, walk up and down, and do some exercises. Involve yourself in activities. Even you need to go out, visit friends, talk to someone, and so on and so forth.
You have to have something that you must be doing, your work. Remember, when God instructed him, God asked him to take care, to work in the garden, to tend it. That is work. There's something God had planted in me, even before that age 50, 45, 50 that you are talking about. That thing, I should have been nurturing it to get to a particular time that it will be bearing fruits for me. Now, if you plant something, it is not the day that you plant it that it will begin to yield. No. It will take time. So if you have a target, at age 45, I want to do this, at age 50, I want to do this. Maybe at age 20, you must have had vision.
Whatever you can do, any small business, anything at all, there's nothing wrong in it. Okay? It may not be because you need the money or whatever, but for the sake of your own health, yes, you could still do it. Whether you want to create a small farmland in your backyard, it doesn't have to be big. It can be the size of your living room or something in your backyard. You could grow tomatoes, you could grow pepper, you could grow this. The elderly form a union. Come to not union of UAC retiree, not union of union by age. All elderly, no matter who you work for, okay, come together, form a society, and create a cooperative. Register the cooperative, start contributing money monthly, and the cooperative will collectively be taking care of the elderly.
We thank God for our children, for their regular financial support and their care. We must ensure that we are at peace with our children. As a senior citizen, one must not break any bone. This is because being bedridden and eventually becoming dependent on others for simple ways of life is the surest and easiest way to an early grave. Please be sure you have a compatible companion around you. It is not good to live a lonely life. It could result to loss of memory.
The only way you can stay, healthy is some of the times you need to play with the kids. Most times you enjoy your children. Once you enjoy your children, then longevity is there.
Read more. When you read, you engage your brain, the brain cells are functioning. But when you don't read, the brain cells are gradually dying, and you just discover that you start forgetting things, and old people mostly, they have a memory for old events, whereas the recent events they can't even remember, and that's why some of them will hold the key and be looking for the key, or probably they don't even know where they kept it, but they will tell you what happened in 1917 or 1920. So there is good memory for old things, whereas recent events are easily forgotten.
Our distinguished elders, please watch what you eat or drink. Follow the advice of your dietitian. Let water and fruits be your priority. Arrange to visit your doctor periodically and be sure you don't have any life-threatening illness or ailments. Early detection of your ailments will make recovery easier and comfortable. As elders, we need regular medical checkups.
You must be able to think of what to do and your mind is set there. So these are things that keep one active and they reduce your chances of falling ill, and regular checkup too. Make sure that the old age diseases, that at least you know about them and you know how to prevent some that are possible to be prevented, rather than just being caught unawares with anything. So that at 60 there should be regular checkup, monitoring your BP, your regular vision test, hearing and co.
Eat well, do a lot of exercises, and promote good culture of staying fit.
Maybe when you were young, maybe you build an upstairs. Now you are getting home. Come downstairs. So that you don't have to be climbing steps all of the time. We are elderly. Anything can happen, so that you don't fall. And your bones, your joints are not as strong as before. The time that we are now, all our children have, they've gone out. So you and your wife, you stay together, Don't sleep in different rooms, though. Sleep with your wife. So that in case of any emergency, you will be there for one another. And be mindful of what you eat. You must be mindful of what you eat. It's like a computer. It is what you package in that will come out, your input, the same output comes out. So be mindful of what you eat. Don't play with water.
Elders, this is not the time to take loans that you have no credible means of repaying. It is better to die with your dignity intact than dying as a debtor. Ensure you interact well with your family, friends, neighbors, and your peers. Try to leave a legacy or monument that will probably ensure you are not easily or totally forgotten. Try to belong to a social group where you can interact freely with like-minded individuals and engage in light physical exercises regularly.
I've been outside of Nigeria for more than 2/3 of my lifetime, and therefore I have friends. Everybody, my friend kids are my kids. My friends or my workmates, my neighbors, everybody, you make them to be your extended family, and it works very well. Okay? And I believe that for young kids to move out of the village for the city and leave their parents or their old elderly members of the family behind. Or even in Lagos, they move out, they go and get an apartment in Lekki or somewhere, and you are living in Mushin by yourself somewhere. So it's not recommended if it can be avoided. There's nothing better to grow old and living with your own children or your close next of kin.
Once you have a good family around you, you should belong to clubs, church groups, age mate and old friends too, that at least will make you laugh, that can bring up jokes that happened many years. So, and that's why loneliness, not having friends, makes you look older than your age. And in fact, that's why I say it's the stagnation that is so dangerous in old age. But when you are active and you have people to talk to relate to, good enough, we all have phones. So you can now talk to people, no matter how far they are, you can still enjoy that camaraderie.
Look at the way God created you. you have joints, you are not doing anything, the joints are not moving, they will rust away. Then you say, my this place, oh, my this place, oh. But if you keep doing something, man, you'll be good, oh. You know, I have something doing. You know, every morning I go to my farm. I have chicken farm. I go there, you know, give them food, pack their shit, you know. When finish packing their shit, give them water. In about 2 hours after that, I go collect egg, make money, put money in my pocket. I have no problem. I'm not, you know, nothing is bothering me that if there's need for me to spend money, I don't have to wait for any son, daughter to give me money.
The upcoming elders must respect their elders. Learn from people who have walked the path before you. Respect them because someday and sooner than you could ever imagine, you too are going to be old. Life is too short. Grudges are a waste of time and happiness. Laugh when you can, apologize when you should, and let go of what you can't change. Love deeply and forgive quickly. Life is too short to be unhappy. Remember, the key to aging is not to mourn what is lost, but to celebrate what remains. I want to urge our elders to take care of themselves and avoid accidents.
It's your turn to enjoy life. Live in the moment. Because nobody can predict when death will come. Praise the Lord. Nobody has inkling when he or she will die. But what we know that everybody will die one day. So live in the moment. Enjoy every moment of your life now.
If anybody offends you, for your own sake, forgive the person. You know, when we were doing biology, when you get annoyed or you want to fight, we are told that there's a gland. What's the name of that gland? Is it not adrenal gland or something like that? See, I don't know the name now. See, they said that one, in order for you to have an energy, we pump sugar into your blood system for you to be ready to fight. You know, the same thing when you are angry, when anger comes, you see, you release so much sugar into your system that at the end of it, it is not all the sugar that comes into your system that will go back. You understand me? That is where diabetes is coming. So forgive people. Don't harbor any animosity against anybody, and know that one day you will give account of your life.
As you get older, your cycle of friends becomes smaller, but you should never stop having friends. There is no age limit to making friends. So I think people should belong to clubs, to churches to help a lot, and then close families too, so that you are never left alone with clubs. And the good thing about life these days is that with the phone, you can join other friends in a Zoom meeting to chat and to do that type of thing. And this is why I said, when the brain is not put into use, you start forgetting things. The only thing you remember are the things that happened probably when you are young. The recent events are forgotten so easily.
If you do all those things that Jesus or religion tried to preach and teach us, if you abide by them, whether you're a member of a religious sect or not, is irrelevant because your conscience is clear. But if you go to church and you come back out and you commit the same sin and you think going back on Sunday is going to cleanse your sin, no, you're deceiving yourself. Okay? I don't think God behaved that way. So, my advice is this. You may reap what you sow. If you hate other people, well, how do you expect that God is going to be kind to you? Therefore, stop all those. Live life the way God will approve of what you are doing. That gives you confidence.
Always commune with your Creator because as elders, that is your last destination. It should be stated that not everyone is given a chance to grow old. So, thank God in the morning for another day to live, and thank God in the evening for getting you through the day.
There is physical, there is spiritual. You must not pay attention to one aspect to the detriment of the other. You have to balance the two. Before anything happens in the physical, it must first of all take place in the spiritual. So you don't neglect your spiritual aspect of life, and at the same time, the physical too is very important.
The elder people, they don't like people to be telling lies. You need to be straightforward, whatever word you are doing. And when you are straightforward, so and the elder, as a elder or as a senior man, you will know that you are very, very faithful, and the trust will be on that very person, that he doesn't tell lie and behave very well.
Remember, aging is not a sickness. It's a natural process. Therefore, don't be too busy or tired to take your drugs, especially before retiring to bed. Avoid loneliness at all costs. Make yourself happy no matter the circumstances, because life goes on with or without you. Reach out to people or places of interest for as long as your strength could carry you or allow you. Be less rigid and don't be peevish. Make people around you happy, but not at the expense of your joy. Be prayerful. Be grateful to God at all times. Make the effort to work early in the morning to renew your aging body. Avoid eating after 7 p.m. And where you feel very hungry at night, eat fruits only and drink a lot of water. As elders, may you not become a liability on your children in your old age.
Our retirees are the senior citizens. Retirement is a good thing. Retirement is a good thing. Retirement is a better thing. Our retirees are the senior citizens. Our retirees are the senior citizens. Retirement good though, retirement sweet though. Now the step to living a good old age. Retirement good though, retirement sweet though. Now the step to living a good retirement is a good thing. Retirement is a better thing. Our retirees are the senior citizens. Our retirees are the senior citizens. Retirement good though, retirement sweet though. Now the step to living a good old age. Retirement good though, retirement sweet though. Now the step to living a good old age. Retirement is a good thing. Retirement is a better thing. Our retirees are the senior citizens. Our retirees are the senior citizens.
Senior Citizens Forum, a special weekly program on Lagos television that addresses the joy and the various challenges of the elderly.
When human beings grow older, definitely the changes are from scalp to the tip of your toe.
Hypertension affects virtually all the organs of the body. It affects the heart, it affects the eyes, it affects the kidneys, it affects the brain, every organ. More often than not, people don't know they have hypertension. Mm-hmm. The only way you can know whether you have hypertension or not is to measure your blood pressure.
For its sponsorship and advert placement, please contact the LTV Marketing Department or send SMS or call 0802 328 5359 or 0801 3888 1703.
The government should take statistics, data of the elderly, then come up with a policy that will help them.
Senior Citizens Forum is shown on LTV. Insurance companies, pension fund managers, healthcare providers, pharmaceutical companies, as well as telecommunications network providers are free to sponsor the program or advertise their products at moderate rates.
Yet another edition of Senior Citizens Forum on your dialing station.
And that's about all for today. Please join us next week for another interesting edition of Senior Citizens Forum.
These people have worked so